So for a few years now, fans have been pretty spoiled with the likes of Bedard, McKenna, and now DuPont. But there's another name generating some pretty serious buzz across the prairies now.
Yeah, I'm sure fans not only heard his name this year, but for a bunch of years prior, and that'd be Maddox Schultz. An offensive threat leading the U18 AAA League in Saskatchewan in scoring is just a 14-year-old. Insane stuff. You can see here, he can score from anywhere, beating goalies clean. Also physically dominant already. He's overpowering kids 2-3 years older than him, proving that he'll be ready to play and step in and pretty much immediately. Another part of his game that I think is a big intangible, his play away from the puck. Tracks hard through the neutral zone, back checks well, and as well in the defensive zone, he marks his man, makes sure he doesn't lose him, provides a ton of relief for his own defenseman in his own zone, plays the right way, and you can tell he takes a lot of pride in this.
Well, there's definitely a lot for him to be proud of, Brad. We're pleased to be joined by Maddox Schultz from Regina now. Maddox, congratulations on a fantastic season, and it isn't even over yet. The Pat Seas are getting ready for the 2025 TELUS Cup, which starts in just over 10 days. What does it mean to you to represent your hometown team at a national championship?
Yeah, it's obviously real cool. There are a lot of great teams there, and we've done our part in Regina, and we went to regionals and won that too. So we're really excited as a group.
I know you're a team first guy, but what do you hope that you can show at the tournament?
Yeah, obviously I'm team first, but I'm looking to be as productive as I can. Helping the team in any way I can, and whether that's laying a hit, taking a hit, getting a puck out, blocking a shot, whatever it is, trying to help the team in any way.
How are you feeling about the prospect of hearing your name called at the WHL draft next month?
Yeah, that'll be cool. I think it would be a dream come true to be drafted, and I've been watching the WHL for a long time, and I grew up in Medicine Hat, so I watched a couple Medicine Hat Tigers games there, and moved here when I was 5. So I've been to many Pats games, and watching them growing up was real cool, and to be in this spot right now, it's obviously a dream come true.
Did you go to any of the Memorial Cup games in Regina in 2018?
I did, yeah. It was probably when I can't remember how old I was, but it was really cool. Me and my dad went, and we saw them play Acadia, and that team was stacked. So it was really good hockey, and yeah, really fun experience.
What sort of impact did that have on you as a kid, going to see some of these WHL stars with the Tigers and the Pats and so on, and then getting to see those guys out in the community?
Yeah, going to see them practice and going to see them play and asking for autographs, all those little things that you do when you're a kid. It was really cool for me, and yeah, like I said, to be in this spot right now, it's to be drafted, and in the next month or two, yeah, I think it'll be really fun. But this is the start of a new beginning, so yeah.
The Pat Canadians play out of the Cooperator Center right next door to the Brant Center. Have you thought much about what it'll be like to make that jump to the next level?
Yeah, I thought about it a lot. You going to past games this year, and just having that thought in the back of my mind that maybe someday I could be here. It's a real cool feeling, and yeah, I think it'll be a really cool feeling.
How would you describe your game right now?
I think I'm a 200-foot player that could put the puck in the back of the net when it's needed for our team, but can also be relied on defensively too.
Are there any players you try to model your game after or emulate?
Yeah, I'm a huge Oilers fan and love McDavid and Draisaitl, but I'm probably more similar to Braden Point or Ryan Nugent-Hopkins just because I play on both sides of the puck. And not saying that those McDavid and Draisaitl don't, but I think I kind of match my game to those two players.
So this year you led the Saskatchewan U18 AAA League in points, goals, and assists as a 14-year-old, even played some call-up games at 13. So mentally, how have you approached being the youngest guy in the game most nights?
Yeah, I just approach it like any other game. Take it real seriously. The preparation starts the next or the day before, and um, I just got to make sure I'm prepared for it because they're players that are older and try and take me out. So um, I think it's real cool to be in that spot, and having the success that I kind of did this year. I wouldn't have been able to do it without any of my teammates and any of my coaches. So yeah, I'm really thankful for them, but it was a great year, and it's not
Well,
over yet.
It's not over yet, and obviously there's still so much ahead of you, but do you have a career highlight so far?
Uh, Probably in the Circle K Classic when we played that Pittsburgh team. It was a really memorable game for me and my team. Down 6-3 with 5 minutes left, and eventually made it to overtime. And um, you know, that goal that I scored, it was pretty cool for me. But it was this the happiness that fulfilled our team, and um, yeah, it was a real cool moment.
That tournament was kind of when a lot of people outside of Saskatchewan really started to take note of your game. How have you adjusted to becoming one of the most talked about players in your age group?
Yeah, it's obviously real cool. Being recognized as, top prospect for this draft is, absolutely an honor. And, I know there are a lot of great players in this draft. And, um, yeah,
The Western Canadian Development Model means you can play up to 34 games next season. So, what do you think that will mean for your development?
yeah, it'll be real special. Whatever team I get drafted to, I know their development will be, through the roof. And I'm just really excited for next year and, what it has to come.
Do you have any big plans yet for draft day?
Yeah, probably just my family at home. So
Well, Maddox, we're really looking forward to seeing what's next for you. Good luck in BC and thanks for chatting.
thank you, Cammy.